Hey guys, gosh, I think I've uploaded like 3 videos today, but you know what? I'm catching up. I'm catching up. So this is a disaster art page that turned out to be a pretty cool one. And I found some really, really cool new techniques with masking tape and ink. So, and I'm gonna play with that again some more tonight. But I just wanted to share this page. So, and I did this last night. So I just slapped some paint down. Again, I really had no vision, but the things that I took out, because I tried to get more of a plan or at least an idea. The name of the game was texture with this one. And I just wanted to try some new things. So I had my masking tape out, and I had some of those coffee koozie things that you get from like Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts. I had some of those because those have really cool texture on them, already corrugated and ready to go. I wasn't sure if I was going to use those or not. So I took some stuff out and I wound up using like nothing, none of the stuff. And I'm actually getting better at trimming videos, so hopefully they can get a little shorter, but you still get the meat of it. And those who like it slowed down won't feel like they're flying through it like crazy. So this doesn't really need to be fast. It doesn't really need to be slowed down because it's just a matter of preference when you're laying down for those newbies who might be watching. You just have to play with the paint. Just throw it down. Don't be afraid to do it. Add some water to it if you're worried about wasting, but it's an art journal page. It's supposed to be no stress and experiment and play with it. So trying to duplicate what somebody else does, I don't think that's terribly fun for you. You get the inspiration from it, but just let your own creative juices flow and throw that paint down and don't be scared. Because if it turns out wrong, who cares? It's still fun doing it. So get your fingers dirty and have fun with it. So, yeah, I'm still drying things, but there's times when I wanted the paint to dry and there was times when I didn't want to dry it before I put new stuff on. So it's because I was still doing some blending. So again, no real plan. But in there, do you see that white spot? I tried to blend it and I wind up rubbing off the gesso and almost put a hole in my page. Even though it's good paper, it's still, I got a little too crazy with it. So I was just fixing that up. I'm just getting it all nice and dry for the next plan. I'm just playing with different things, trying to find out what direction I want to go with it. And that's the wire mesh. I was thinking I was going to do some, use it as a stencil, and I wound up not using that. Thought about the poppy paper. Nope. Busting out some stencils. I've got some really cool stencils I've been trying to add to that. My stencil stash. And I get them for really good deals and pretty cheap. And then a lot of the stencils that I use are just, the masks from my Cricut once I cut things out. And later on, that was how I rescued this page. And you'll see that. That is a super cool one. But I should have done it before I painted because I want the reverse of it. I want to stamp it is what I want to do. But so just playing with it and figuring out where the heck I want to put it. And what I want to spray or paint. I wasn't sure what direction I was going to go. And there it is. And then I stamped with it down at the bottom there. And I gotta get that dried really good. You know what, before I had finally found a way to fix this page, at the end of it, before I had come back to it after stepping away from it for a while, the best part of it was the mopping up pieces of copy paper that I had next to it. I liked those more than I liked the darn page I was working on. That's how it goes sometimes. I wasn't crazy about that green. I just wasn't feeling green in this page for some reason. And this was when I actually talked through it while I was doing it. And yeah, there was just way too much noise in the background. It didn't work out. That's just one of those knit boards that you get. 49 cents for that big thing is what I paid for that. And it's the coolest. You can get it in any craft store in the knitting area. And they even have them in cool shapes too, already cut out shapes. That's a cool thing to have in your stash for different ideas. Then I'm slapping down some ink. I didn't like that. Started feeling a little lost at this point, not really knowing what else I was going to do. I wasn't hating it. I was liking it. But I needed to move on to the texture part of it. And why are those stencils always so hard to put back in the bag? They come out nice and easy. And this is where I started playing with, I just wanted to, I've never done it, and I wanted to experiment with the masking tape. I don't have any washi tape or anything like that. I only have a couple rolls of the Tim Holtz tissue tape. And I love those. I think they're really, really cool. But I saw in a video, and I'm sorry that I can't recall who did it, but she just used masking tape for texture, and it was really, really cool. I've seen a lot of videos where people do that, but I haven't seen any videos where anybody put their Dilutions ink on it. I've seen people stamping washi tape, like painting it and stuff like that, but I haven't seen anybody do it to masking tape. It doesn't mean nobody's done it. You know, I don't know. I don't try and steal credit. I just play in my scrap room. I'm not trying to take anything from anybody. I'm just sharing what I discover as I'm creating. So, and I thought that this was so cool. It's completely and totally unique. And you know how I love the fact that when you try a specific technique, it never turns out the exact same the next time you do it. I love that variation, and I love it to be completely unique. And I love those kinds of techniques where there's always that surprise variety. And look at that. I loved it. It turned out so cool, like a tie-dye looking. It was cool. So I really liked it, and I didn't know what I was going to do with it. So I just bent it and twisted it and slapped it down, and then said, I think I like that. Time to make some more. So, and you know, I don't know all the colors that I did. I just looked at my page and just went with colors that would complement it. I think it worked out pretty nice, but I don't know what I was doing there. I was babbling. But those are my sopping up pages. I was babbling because I was really excited about the masking tape inking technique I just did, and you know, quote unquote technique. You know, and some people are like, "It's not technique. It's everybody does it." Well, I don't know that everybody does it, and it's new to me. So technique is the word I'm using, and I'm going to play with this some more because I'm really excited about it. And got some other ideas to try on it. And there's that tissue tape I just totally showed you real quick. But I'm really loving how this works and how unique it is. And there'll be more videos to come with different stuff I'll do with masking tape. So yeah, there was a lot of ink that I'm laying down on that, and the page right next to this, I just mopped it up with that. And I really like how that, you know, soaked it all up. It turned out nice. It's pretty cool. So, and there's little pools of ink on there, and that's what gives it that uniqueness to it. And the ink, you know, runs and rolls around. And I have some ideas for other techniques that I'm going to try to get that ink or paint, depending on what I do next, just to move around in random ways. Oh, and then what you can't see in the video is that the masking tape, I used absolutely no shimmer mist, perfect, nothing shimmery on it at all. But the tape was shimmering through. The masking tape itself had some shimmer on it once you put the ink on it and you heat set it. It was shimmering. I tried to show it in video, but I don't think we caught it. My tie-dye masking tape, that's what I'm going to call that. Yeah, I'm trying to show you the shimmer, but it's not showing up in video. And then, genius that I am, stuck it to another sheet of paper. Got it off. We're good to go. No rhyme or reason to it, guys. I'm just putting it down and crinkling up the tape randomly just to give myself some texture that I want. Because this art journal page, the whole name of the night was slap down some texture. And next time I think I'll do some stripes. It's never ending what you can do with this. So, and if you guys try it and you come up with something new, please share it. I love that we all share our experiences and our ideas, and when you find something new, a better way of doing something or a new way of doing a technique, gotta share it so we can all play and benefit from it. So now I have no idea what I'm going to do. And it needs something. It's not done. But I wasn't sure what the heck to do with it. And that was when I was wishing that you guys were there with me so you could tell me what to do. But my fingers were really inky. And when I started slapping down, that's just white gesso, just to kind of soften up the page a little bit. The inks all started bleeding through it, which is okay. It was nice. Because I just wanted some subtle things in there. Just to lighten up all that blue. And it's busy and I'm not crazy about it. I really like the tape, but I'm wishing I didn't do what I did. You know, wish I didn't just randomly slap it on there. You know, because I'm like, darn it. Yeah, it was too busy. It was all over the place is what I was feeling. So I'm just struggling to try and figure out what to do next on it. But I didn't want to lose those super cool tie-dye effects that the masking tape had on it. Bringing out some stamps, thinking maybe that would work, and I should trim this one. I still got to practice, guys. The trimming isn't working out as best as I want it to. I think I need to use a split option, but I'm working on it, guys. I'm working on it. You can fast forward through this one. I sprayed some water and things started blending, and that was okay because everything was starting to take a nice softer tone, and I liked that. I thought, you know what, that really lightened that up and made it a little bit softer. Just add a few squirts of water on there, and I thought, you know what, that'll work. The colors are bleeding together and it's softer. But then I needed to I wanted the colors were so pretty, and I wanted the masking tape to kind of pop a little bit. Yeah, it wound up not working. This is where I completely ruin it. I put matte Mod Podge on it and made mud. Look at that. I was so not pleased. Completely ruined it. I was not happy at all. I lost all of those cool little tie-dye techniques or looks, and I thought maybe it'll get better when I dry it. No, I made mud is why I made blue and green mud. So that was a page failure, And I'm sitting there going, you know what? It is what it is. We don't always do pages that we love. And maybe I should just leave it alone. But I have this sickness, apparently. I must finish what I start. If I leave something hanging, it weighs over on my shoulders heavily. And I want to have something finished and just be pleased with the end result, or at least the efforts that I gave. So I'm still playing with it. That was just some white acrylic paint mixed with water in a spray bottle, little mini mister. Actually sprayed where I wanted it to that time. So trying to soften it up and just do what I can to fix it. And I'm showing you the sopping up pages were the best result of the evening. Because I was not happy at all. And I was trying really hard to let it go. And it didn't work. And I was talking, all that hand stuff is because I was still trying to do the record as I go. And I tried some gloss medium. And that didn't work either. I walked away from it for a little while, and then I came back and fixed it. There's the golf clap. That's a stencil for my Cricut when I cut out a bunch of hearts for my kids. And I used, I didn't even hit record on it because I was playing with it. I just sat down and tried to fix it. So that's just white acrylic paint. And I used a sponge and stenciled it on there. And then I'm just showing you that I used a soft charcoal pen around each heart. I got that from like Rachel 00113, I believe. And that was the inspiration for what helped me fix it. She did a page real similar to that with hearts over it, with shadowed like that. So I want to make sure she gets credit for that, because that was, I love that one page that she did, and it made me think of it because of the blues and the white. And that's how I fixed it. And now I really, really like this page. It's got super, I mean, how do you not like anything with hearts all over it? So I just stepped away from it for a little bit and cleared my mind and came back to it with a fresh view. I didn't get on YouTube and look at videos or anything like that to get inspiration, which, you know, sometimes we all need to do that. And I do that. But no, I just stepped away and said, you know what, I'm not happy with it. I have to get it to where I feel like I've done everything I can. So, and there it was. And I had done the hearts and stuff last night, and just today I finished it off with doing the page. I mean, doing the archival ink around the edges. So there it is. And I hope you guys like it too, but it was just a big hot mess when I put the Mod Podge on there, because everything just bled together, and it wasn't, sometimes that's a great look and that's what you really like, but it wasn't what I wanted in this one. But in the end, I wound up really, really loving this page. There's tons of texture, and you'll see that in the still photos that are about to come up here. Some of them are better than others, but you can see the texture of the tape in the background. So it might have lost its cool colors, but it's the texture. And then I wasn't happy with just the hearts, so I used that knitting mat and added more paint. And I really like how it turned out with those little hints here and there. So I hope you guys like it too, and thank you so much for watching.